Oh, I am getting something now. All right, I'll holler at you later. Finally. Oh, well, there I go messing up the camera right off the bat. Got thread fins. One blow the dam with thread fins. Cool. There's a 6 pound line, so I don't want to boat with it. I did get here way late in the middle of the day, and you don't want to be here in the middle of the day. And a nice white bass. I think I can get that hook. Swallowed it pretty good. There's some good eating right here. White bass. Got yellow eyes. They got stripes. They kind of look like a striped bass. Some people call these striped bass, but in reality, they're white bass. They don't get too much bigger than this. It's a good catfish bait too. A lot of my big catfish catches this year has been on white bass. And I'm talking 30, 40, 50 pounders, big ones, the really big ones. The majority of the trophy fish caught, catfish. And I'm just free lining shiners at what possibly the best possible spot here. There's no running water at all. They don't have the turbines on. It's not early morning. So I have to find an area where there's something going on. And we got the spill gate here. And the last time they opened it and lowered it, a stick or log or something got stuck right there, creating an artificial waterfall. I've caught quite a few fish off of this spot, even in the middle of the day. I had some guests that wanted to start late. And thankfully, like today, they were not opening the dam until later on in the day, the turbines to generate electricity. So I brought them here. We caught several fish, including one striped bass on light line, which is on this hook, size 4 Mutu light circle hook by Owner, right there. That's my go-to hook. And these are 12-pound line, just in case, they're kind of I've been calling them my striper shiner rigs because sometimes stripers will eat small minnows, shiners, even thread fins. And fighting, even a small striper on 6-pound line is can be hectic if there's other boats in the area. And I'm going to put another thread fin on here and show you the thread fin and see if I can catch another one. My bait tank is keeping them very lively. I've got a lot in my home tank, a lot in my bait tank. I'll probably just toss this guy since I just dropped him. I don't know if I'll be able to hold him to show you. That is the thread fin. Really, really lively. Try this one more time. That is the threadfin shad. And like I do with gizzard shad, I try to hook thread fins through the nose. When I do minnows and shiners, I'm going through the jaw and out the nose. But I found with the thread fins, they last longer if you just try to put them just through the nose. I could use smaller hooks too. Although I found smaller hooks like to pop out of freshwater drum easily. This is like that perfect size. Have one in the waterfall, one to the side where there's kind of a spray of water, and then one out here where it's flowing away from the dam. And it's just a waiting game. There's no fast action this time of day. Okay, I'll show you my bait tank here real quick. This had ice in it. This was to keep the water colder. And then, if you can see them swimming around in there, it's hard to see with the glare. A bunch of thread fins. And that is like just a small amount of how many I have now. A ton of thread fins. And this is a creek bank bait tank. It's a 20 gallon. Hopefully we'll get another fish, so this won't be like a one fish video, which is quite possible. Now I do refresh my bait more often than when I'm catfishing. Redfins, they don't last that long. And I know this guy was on his last leg like 10 minutes ago. And he is not moving. I'm going to put another one on here. And probably do this every 10 to 15 minutes, maybe more, maybe less. Last time I checked this one, it was really lively. And then that one, you know, I just put out. And here's a little bit bigger one. I don't just have like tiny ones in there. I have some good sized ones. At least when it comes to threadfin. And if you do me a huge favor, hit that thumbs up to show you like this video. I'm live bait fishing, and sometimes the YouTube algorithm does not like live bait fishermen. So in order to get this video to get promoted a little bit, hit that thumbs up to help me out. This is a basic how to use live shad as bait. The shad like to swim around too. One of them is swimming right next to the boat. I do not know which line it is. Wasn't this one. I'm gonna have to refresh it. Bigger one for this one. I don't think it was this one. A little algae on him. Means you've been scraping the bottom. I don't know, maybe it was this one. Very lively still. I don't have too much time. I might try moving. The only other spot I could try is above the turbines, and they're going to be turning the turbines on in an hour or less. I need to look to see what time it is. I don't want to be on top of the turbines, obviously, when they come on. I saw something pick this one up. Pick him off the hook. I will have to try this again early morning. Early morning, there's enough action you can hold the rod and reel in a fish. Almost immediately. It just depends on the day. Some days it's immediately, some days a few minutes. Maybe whatever ate that other one will still be there. There's a fish. There we go. All right. Catfish boat. You have to get a catfish. Channel cats. Surprised I haven't got more of these. Get a lot of them during the day like this. Usually they end up replacing the white bass, the drum. Get a bunch of channel cats during the day. You can see channel cat is round. And it's kind of a darker color. Sometimes they have spots. This guy does not have any spots. But hey, catfish in the boat. Awesome. And that hooked him right in the corner of the mouth. These are circle hooks, but a lot of times with these smaller fish, they swallow them. All right, get another good sized one out there. I want to redo this one. Okay. Still moving. Well, got two fish in the boat. That works. This line just took off. There we go. Whoa. Oh, got something big. Uh-oh. And they're early. They're an hour early. I guess I'm not moving either. I'm going to have to get this stuff out of the water. Although I'm pretty protected right here, that's still a difficult place to fish. They're nice drums. So three different types of fish, three species. And I usually use grippers on these guys, but I'm going to pick them up. Ow, ow. There we go. Freshwater drum. These guys are fun to catch. All right. I think that's going to be it for today. I should have got here early morning, but I didn't. That's my fault. I kind of overslept a little bit. Thankfully, I didn't have, a guest this morning. I'm hoping somebody books because I got a bunch of thread fins and I don't want to let them go to waste. Even though, here on YouTube, they're not really a waste outside of the fact that they're live bait. And YouTube frowns on live bait sometimes. But hopefully, you may have learned something new. And I hope if you try this technique, you catch some bigger fish than I do, or at least more variety. There are more than 3 species of fish in this waterway. And I've pretty much caught all of them, almost all of them. The only one that I can think of off the top of my head is a sucker. I've not caught a sucker here, but I've seen them, hundreds of them. Anyway, as always, I want to thank you for taking your time out of your day to actually watch my video. I really, really appreciate it. And like I said, I got to be quick and I got to get out of here. So thanks again for watching. I do hope to see you next time.